So people sometimes ask us, well, if DiSC is about increasing personal awareness, so what?
Yeah, and it's a reasonable question to ask. And the thing about relationships is that often we see the world through our own DiSC style. We give meanings to people's behaviours. We perceive other people through the lens of our own DiSC style. And sometimes that can be helpful, and sometimes that can be really unhelpful. And so what we get with a DiSC model is an awareness that just enables us to see more of that person and who they really are and what the intentions and the motivators are of their behaviours. So let me give you an example. I do a lot of the I style, as you know. And what that means is that, you know, I'm enthusiastic, I'm sociable, I'm high energy. Now, without the DiSC model, supposing I was interacting with or managing somebody who was doing a very opposite style, a conscientious style, much more reserved than me, much more lower energy. The danger is that I might perceive them as being disengaged, I might perceive them as being unenthusiastic, and that's going to influence potentially my behaviour towards them. But with the level of awareness that I've got, I can see them as being different from me, and I can see that actually there's no right or wrong here. They are engaged, they are enthusiastic, they're just not showing their enthusiasm in the same way.
So you've got that level of understanding, you've challenged some assumptions that you might have been carrying around from noticing difference. So what?
That level of awareness is going to oil the cogs on my relationship with that person, because you know, if I'm making assumptions that they're disengaged, that is going to affect my behaviour towards them. It's going to affect the way I speak to them. It's going to affect the actions that I take. But when I'm actually able to see, no, they are engaged, they're just doing their engagement differently from me, it's going to enable me to continue to have a good relationship with them.
Well, to be a little bit controversial, Julie, so what?
A good enough question. And of course, with the oiling of the cogs of the relationship, that is going to affect the way that we work together, and that is going to ultimately affect the bottom line results in the team and in the organisation.
So ultimately, increased awareness gives us more choice about behavioural flex and change, which means more effectiveness in our working relationships, which ultimately means better results for the organisation.